Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Tangle Teacher. And if you saw Tuesday's video, you know that I will not be filming for about probably 6 weeks. Maybe I'll be able to do that sooner. So I'm going to do a series on Noel, and they will post regularly, so hopefully you can have it done before the holidays. It'll be about it looks like maybe a 6 or 8 lesson series, and then I'll see what I can do hopefully after that. As you, if you don't know, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I undergo surgery on November 26th, and then we just kind of go from there. So I wanted to send you off in the holidays with a great template, and the template for this Noel is available on my website if you want to purchase it. But and it comes, when you download it, it will come like this, pretty light. And what you can do to transfer it to your paper, if you can't print on a cardstock, if your printer won't print on cardstock, you can print it off on your regular paper, then turn it over and rub your backside with your graphite so that it covers all the letters. You can kind of see them through the back, and then you turn it back over, place it on your paper, and then just draw with your pencil. Let me demo that. So I'm going to just demonstrate how you would do it. You would turn it over, and I can see the outline. I can kind of see the outline through there. So I would just put graphite on my letters, like that. Then when I turn it over and I trace with my pencil or with whatever you want, it's going to trace your item to your background. You can kind of see it really lightly. There it is, very lightly. I have it traced. And that's probably what I want, is a very light surface. Or you can do it right on. I printed this one. I just printed it right on my paper because my computer will do, my printer will do that. It's pretty dark here. Well, to be honest, I did it on my scan and cut because I wanted it on a little bit heavier paper. So it was printed on my scan and cut. I scanned my Noel here, and then I put it on, and I'm just learning, so it's pretty dark. I think I could adjust it so my lines aren't so dark. And now I'm ready to tangle. If you want this negative look, you don't want these dark lines, but we'll see what happens. So we're just going to do some of the tangles that are on there. I'm going to start out with one of my favorite, and I can tell you when I'm finished, it will not look exactly like this. We will do some of the similar tangles that are there, maybe some not. This one I did in 2014. Well, you can see I did this in 2014, and so this one is definitely going to be different. And so I'm going to start out though with vertigo, because I really like that on it. It has such it's such a fun tangle to do during the holidays because it has a look of pine needles. So I'm just going to draw it up, and I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to come back down. like that. I'm just going to do this one little pine bough, and I'll probably put another one in because I kind of like this. So I'm going to just now do vertigo, which I'm going to alternate. And I like mine pretty pointy. So I'll put my little alternating my little stems. And they're going to have to go, you know, under that end. Just back and forth, alternating all the way down my stem. All the way down. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to fill in. I'm going to put another one. This time they're going to go under. And I like to just kind of fill in as I go. So I'm going to do this one side. And you can see how it's filling that in. Let me scan in a little closer. And we just keep going and filling that in. And it can have as many needles on your branch as you want. You can see, and I'm just going to go right up this stem and fill in. And you're welcome to just draw along with me, but I tend to, when I edit, make them a little faster so that you don't have to watch a long video. I don't know what you prefer. I've never really asked if you would prefer that they were speeded up or if they went in real time. But you can see how that I make them kind of just curve in different directions, because I think that gives just like interest in that. You don't want them to all be exactly the same. But I love the fullness of this particular tangle this time. I like organic. And my class that I teach at the library where I get feedback, well, I have a few that really like it, but a lot of people do like the organic type tangles. And I really should thank Sandra D. I'm not going to give her last name. She emailed me. She had bought this template a while back and hadn't done it, and she wanted to do it for Christmas, and she just emailed me and said she couldn't find the video that I did this on, and I don't know if I ever did a video of it. But she made me think I needed to do it, and I was pondering what I could do before I went in for surgery so that you had some so I had some videos up there so you could have something to do or look at. I just feel very grateful that you guys all watch these, and I love sharing my Zentangle love with you, and so it's very flattering that you all watch them all the time. And so when Sandra said she couldn't find it, I thought I'll just do a Noel, and I'll just do it in segments, and you all can do your own thing with it. So now I've got one stem, and in my original, we'll come back to my original, you can see I've got another stem coming up, and then I've got another one. Sometimes it's a good idea when you do a piece like this that you put that tangle throughout. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do another stem coming up, but as you can see, it's not exactly the same because you can't draw the same. It's just not going to work. So I'm just going to put another stem coming up, and it's just going to come out of that and up, so you can kind of see that I just let it come out of there because it doesn't really have a beginning and ending spot. And we're going to do the same thing. And I'm also going to put another one over in this area because I like what happened here, how I blackened that background on there, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm going to put another one that comes up from the E. So I'm going to go all the way over to the E, and it's going to, I just noticed that I did a little bit different lettering. My E's a little different. I like this one. So I'm going to come up from here, and I'm going to come up, and it's going to just really bend over. And there I have that. So I'm going to do 2 more of these vertigo. Let me draw a little bit more of the vertigo so you see what I do. Let's draw this one. So I'm going to just put my beginning. And you can make them fairly long, or they can be short little needles, depending what kind of evergreen you're doing. And they can be very sparse, or they can be very hooked together. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to just show you what you can do. And I love this in vertigo. Come in and fill in, I like just little, oh, you can't see that, it's too far away, little tiny orbs in between the branches. Just, you know, if you don't want to put in lots of branches, but you can fill in those spaces with little orbs. I'm going to go ahead and draw, and then I will probably speed it up so that it doesn't last forever, and edit it out, and I do my 2 other vertigo. I should say one more thing, that this is helping me cope with the week before I go into surgery. So I appreciate the fact that I have Zentangle in my life, because it just helps me soothe my mind. So you can see how fun the little round balls are on there. Let me scan out. And there we have our first part of Noel. You could just do the whole thing in this particular tangle, and it would be beautiful. And you could maybe, if you wanted to add color to your Noel, you could do that. I'm a real traditionalist, so color isn't always added to my stuff. I just really feel good about that it's traditional. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos when I feel good. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.